Hi, everyone. It's Melanie Warner here with Defining Moments Press. I want to welcome to our show today best-selling author, Samantha Taylor. Thank you for being here, Samantha.
Thank you. I'm so excited for this.
Absolutely. So we're celebrating our new book called Unexpected Leader, and this is 11 Tools for Transformational Leadership. So we've got this collective, incredible energy of so many people who've contributed to this book that are respective specialists and subject matter experts in their own right. And Samantha is definitely considered to be one of the best in the world at what she does. So tell us a little bit about your journey and how you became an unexpected leader.
Well, one of the questions was, what is the defining moment that changed your life? And I actually was a personal trainer, the top personal trainer in a corporate gym when I was at a gym out of 2,000 trainers. And I had binged. I was a compulsive binge eater, meaning I would eat 5,000 calories, 10,000 calories sometimes, sugar addict, out of control with portions. And I went and totally binged at a pizza restaurant, and the server recognized me and she goes, "Aren't you that health expert in the paper?" And I was just so embarrassed. And I realized, like, what am I doing? I felt like I got busted on the news. Number one trainer, busted pigging out at Pizza Hut. And I just went back to the gym and I literally on that drive was just weeping. I felt like a total hypocrite. I felt like I just should quit. Like I should just quit this profession. I don't know what I'm doing. Who am I to step up and lead these other people? And I went back to the gym and got on the treadmill, and the same treadmill I put hundreds of clients on. And I just was weeping. And I just had this strong awareness that my body was a temple of God and that it was a gift from God and that I was abusing it and that I wasn't leading myself, this body. I wasn't leading my own life. And that even though I was a trainer, number one trainer in a gym out of 2,000 people, I still wasn't leading at the level that I was going to step up to next when I started to take control of my own body and my own health and my food issues.
I think that is so powerful and it really resonates with me. I don't know if y'all are feeling what I'm feeling right now. I know we've all been there, where you've tried to lose weight, you've tried to maintain what you're eating, you're looking what everybody else is doing, you've worked out, you've tried all these different things, and I realized, I never approached it from a faith-based perspective. I never thought about how prayer can affect or connecting to God and talking about like how that ties into honoring him through having this healthy body. I think, and it's funny, we pray for good fortune in our business. We pray for our family's health. We pray for our relationships, all the things that are the big three in people's lives, right? Health, wealth, and relationships. But yet, I don't know why it never occurred to me to consider bringing God into that weight loss routine. I think it's pretty,
And most people say that actually. They say they
yeah.
never thought of that. And the one thing that when I really realized that, I learned that I needed to combine my faith with understanding how to change my behavior, that my habits in my life was what was running my life. And I was having triggers and impulses for food, and I was emotionally eating. And when I combined the faith aspect with my understanding of the mind and the body and how the brain functions, and I started looking at how to change habits and my relationship with food, everything just exploded after that. And I started to have victory like I'd never had before. And then that actually led to me being a better leader because now when I took control of my own issues, when you're not leading yourself, there's that underlying imposter syndrome that you feel kind of like a hypocrite because the closed door life that you live, even if it's with food or whatever you're struggling with, if you're not leading yourself. So that's really where the chapter of this book talks about the power of leading yourself and how do you actually do that with what you're struggling with.
Well, I love what you included, and it has been a huge help to me personally. I've been going through listening to some of these things that you've suggested, in the research of this book, and then starting to work with you and understand a little bit more about my own relationship with food. And I think it was really powerful breakthrough for me. I've noticed a huge difference in my life and definitely in my business. I mean, it's funny. I remember you said to me, "Oh my gosh, when I gave up sugar." My whole business just exploded in a good way, and I thought, "Oh my gosh, how could you give up sugar?" Because I've done, like, non-dairy, gluten-free, I've been vegan, I've tried all these different things, and some things worked better than others for me personally, but the thought I would say, "Well, if I'm not doing dairy and I'm not doing, and I'm not doing gluten. Well, at least I can still have Oreos. You know what I mean? Like sugar was like that one last thing I was holding on to. And I'll tell you, it has made all the difference in my own business. I mean, I look at how everything blew up for me in my life and business too. When I even just in the last month that I started doing that program with you and giving up sugar. And I
Yeah.
don't miss it. I don't have the cravings. I really and everyone around me, my kids or my friends are like, "What, how do you not want this?" I'm like, "I just don't even crave it anymore."
Isn't it amazing? I mean, see, most people don't believe me when I tell them that, and they'll admit they did not believe me once they experience it. But once you get that stuff out of your body, you won't crave it. And I think that the thing is this, and like I told you, my business exploded. So even though I was a number one trainer at a gym, I left that corporate gym and I started my own business off on my own, but I was really struggling. It was way harder to start your own business than being in a gym, and I was struggling. And then I got off sugar and my business exploded. I opened 5 studios and built a 7-figure business with 19 trainers and 38 employees within 4 years. So that was so connected to getting off sugar. So even from a corporate perspective, when you have staff and employees, the brain space, the mental productivity, and the absenteeism of people missing work because they're not healthy, sugar is a huge aspect to being more productive. And just like you've seen, your business can explode when your mental space is more clear and you're not, struggling with this stronghold in your life.
Absolutely. And it's more the emotional and mental associations and the struggle. And what this does is it really helps you change your entire relationship with food. So it and so much of it is the stress and guilt about what you're eating and beating yourself up that I found it's often just the idea of eating something you get excited about. Oh, I'm going to eat this. But then after you eat it, you're like, oh, why did I eat that? And you just feel
The
like
shame,
horrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
guilt, the mental drama, and I tell people that I have, worked with over 10,000 clients. I've helped them lose over 100 tons of fat. So I've done a lot of surveys, and I ask people, how much time do you waste in a day thinking about food, your body, all of that? And the average person says 3 hours a day. When you add up 3 hours a day over a year, that is a month and a half of 24/7. And over 10 years, that's a year and a half of your life wasted on food and thinking about what you're eating, the shame, the guilt. So if we say we don't have time to eat well, actually, you'll get a lot more time when you
yeah.
free up your brain space.
Well, and just the overwhelm of going to the grocery store and thinking, I can't eat anything in here, right? Like just that anxiety of like trying to meal prep and trying to plan. And it just feels so overwhelming that I think that's one of the reasons people fail when they try to hit a certain goal of losing weight or sticking to a diet is they don't make it part of their routine. So I love some of the things that you do because they're very simple. You can do it very quickly. You've got incredible recipes. You've got so many good resources for people to really succeed and keep it off. And you've got multiple examples of people that have done that. So I'm just excited that you're, part of this project and that you're sharing all this incredible knowledge. And I know that you have a couple of ideas that you want to share with people as far as special gifts during this launch that you want to share. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. So the book, my chapter is about the power of leading yourself. So I put together a free course for you of how do you do that? Like, what steps do you take? And how can you really analyze your habits and behavior and your value system of how you set up your life for success instead of setting yourself up for self sabotage when you don't even really know you're doing that? When you align your habits to support what your vision is for your value and your goals, then you can have more automatic success. That's what a habit is. So I put together a free course worth over $500. You can go to my website, samanthataylorscom/lead yourself, and you can get that there. You can also go to my website to, book me for speaking. I love speaking at corporations. I can definitely tailor it for a corporation to help your people desire to take care of their body. Because until they really see the true benefit of it and be motivated, they're not going to do it no matter what wellness stuff you bring to them. They have to internally want to make a change. But I also love speaking at retreats, women's groups, churches, just basically getting together and helping people that want to actually take their body and their life and their health to another level. It's amazing what happens when you lead yourself first.
I love that so much. Definitely, you can't really be a leader till you learn how to lead yourself first. And so much in life happens here first before it can happen out here. So it starts and ends with us and that relationship we have with food. And of course, the relationship we have with God and how he can be a big part in driving all of this and getting those types of results. So thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up today?
I just want to encourage you that your body is the only body you're going to get. And it's something that we're not taught how critical it is. Without your body, you have nothing to live in on this earth. So this is where we look at and we realize, why have we not been taught how critical it is to take care of our health? The four biggest diseases: cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. Those are some of the biggest things that are killing this nation, and most of it is preventable by what we're eating. So that's where just how critical it is to analyze your life and ask yourself, where are you going to be 10 years from now? Where are you going to be 20 years from now if you don't do something about this? This is one area that we've just not been given an owner's manual of how to take care of this body. That's why we've got to learn of understanding, what do I really need to do to get these habits under control, because your habits drive your life.
I love it. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live, right? That's so true. So, Samantha, thank you so much for being here, and all of you for being here during this launch. Just a little disclaimer, if you're watching this live back later, we may have different pricing for the book. There may be a different offer available or free gift. So this is for the launch week, this in the next, week of launching this book. And I encourage you guys, go get a copy of the book, read each of the chapters. Every single expert has a special tool just for you to help you in any form of leadership in your life, whether it's for your family, whether you're coaching a team, whether it's in your professional life, your career as a business owner or manager. It all begins and ends in the same place, because how you show up for anything is how you show up for everything. And leadership is one of the biggest crises that were happening in the world today. You're finding companies investing millions and millions of dollars in trying to create and grow much better leaders. So we want to be part of that solution, which is why we created this book. And today, if you go jump and get the book, you can get a special price, launch only 99 cents for the ebook. The print book is under $10. So go take a look at that today, take advantage of it, and take advantage of Samantha's knowledge and get that free course, and click on the links below for all of that. And if you'd like more information on how to create your own book or collaborate with us on a book in the future, you can also visit our website at mydefiningmoments.com. Again, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Samantha. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.